Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. You have heard about the crisis in River State, particularly about the conflicting judgment about the reinstatement of the PDP lawmakers that defected to APC, that are now claiming that they didn't defect and that they remain members of the PDP. How did this happen? This happened because, as we will show you in this video, the Omar Ilya Damagun-led NWC of the National Working Committee of the People's Democratic Party, they decided to take side with Wike, obviously, against Governor Fubara of River State, all in a bid to save the Pro-Wike lawmakers that we all saw and who openly told the world that they have defected to the APC. So that is what we're going to talk about in this video. How PDP betrayed Fubara just in the attempt to save lawmakers that have defected and lost their seat in violation of Section 1091G of the 1999 Constitution. So that you see that how terrible PDP is as a political party and why many Nigeria wish it that is dead already, that it should be dead already. Because right now, it serves no purpose even as an opposition party. You can no longer differentiate between the APC and the PDP when you have Wike, Minister of FCT, former governor of River State, literally controlling the PDP, and he's in APC as minister. So what are we talking about? But let us look at what is playing out on this issue of defection and non-defection. So that from there you see the build-up, how PDP get itself involved. PDP that ought to be demanding for their seat to be taken back. You see the PDP going to courts to help Wike. It is some of the things that play out in Nigerian politics. That's why a lot of people believe that politics is just a mere dirty game, and a lot of decent people don't want to be part of it. But first of all, let us look at some of the argument that they are throwing up on why to prove that they did not defect, or to prove that the lawmakers, Pro-Wike lawmakers, did not defect after all the noise and after swearing an affidavit in Abuja court that they have defected. Now, one of those who are the supporters of Wike is the chairman of Emoha local government area of River State, Dr. Chidi Lloyd. Now, Chidi Lloyd, as he's speaking, when he speaks, you know that on this matter, you know he's speaking as ally of Wike, who made him chairman of a local government. And then he's speaking as a lecturer in law at University of Nigeria, Nsukka Enugu campus. Now, his own explanation to prove that the lawmakers have not defected is that, according to him, the lawmakers failed to be, they were not registered, they didn't register. The APC chairman in River State failed to provide register for them to register. So since they were not registered, it means that they are not members of APC. Because he was saying that the procedural step for registration as a member of a political party is for the chairman to provide for the new members or would-be members with the register of the party so that they can register. Now, he said that without the completion of these necessary formalities, that the lawmakers cannot be recognized as legitimate members of APC. So if they are not legitimate members of APC, then means that they are still members of the PDP. That's the kind of argument they are making. And in the interview he granted TVC, he said if the chairman of APC in River State is satisfied with the conduct of Amehule-led assembly and he is desirous of having them as members of his political party, he has not offended any law. However, the APC chairman had forgotten to give the 27 lawmakers the party register for them to put their names, because it is at that point that they can become members of the All Progressive Congress. So it's not the fault of the APC chairman. They didn't give them register to register their names. But this is the same APC chairman that was appointed by Ganduje to please Okocha, that's his name, Tony Okocha, to please Yesomike, who was appointed caretaker chairman of APC, who said that he has given the lawmakers, the 27 lawmakers who lost their seat, that he has given them order to go and impeach Fubara. So by the time he was telling them to go and impeach Fubara, he didn't realize that time that they are not members of APC yet. You know, because that day, when he was speaking, giving the order for the impeachment of Fubara, he was giving the order as APC chairman. He said the party has decided that has given them the go-ahead to impeach Fubara. Now, this argument about whether they remain lawmakers or not, or they remain members of the PDP or not, has continued to gain traction both online and offline because of the kind of judiciary we have in Nigeria. Because if you listen to the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice in River State, Dagogo Iborema, he keep on insisting that the 27 lawmakers were not restated as PDP members or as lawmakers. And the suit in question, he claimed that the suit in question did not even seek to declare their seats. The suit in question, the Attorney General is claiming that the suit did not ask for the seats of the lawmakers to be declared vacant. That particular suit in reference. So how is it that the court has become a Father Christmas to give people what they did not request for? That's a question for another day, and the kind of issues that those in NGSC should look into, if what the Attorney General is saying is true. So then the suit in question didn't ask for the seats to be declared vacant. There's another court where that matter is pending. The matter of their suitability or the legality of their continued stay as lawmakers or members of PDP or legitimate lawmakers of River State. There's a court where it is pending. There's a particular case where it's pending, but not this one, according to the Attorney General of River State. So how managed the court made such pronouncements declaring that these lawmakers are not, that there is no proof. He said that there is no proof because the case in question was brought by one Hyacinth Amade and 3 others seeking to declare the seats of the 27 lawmakers vacant. That's the case in question that we all have read about, heard about, but the Attorney General is disputing it. But in this particular case of Hyacinth Amade and 3 others seeking to declare the seat of the 27 lawmakers vacant on the ground that they defected from PDP to APC, the court ruled that the Hyacinth Amade and Co. couldn't provide evidence that they have defected to APC. And the judge went ahead to say that you don't defect through radio announcement, newspaper publication. You have to prove evidence of defection by bringing the register of the party, by bringing membership card to show that you have defected or that they have defected. So that's why the court based its ground on. But we know that these people have told us that they have defected, and they gave reasons why they defected. Only that reason, the reasons they gave, nobody is buying it, and the reason they gave was not sufficient for them to survive the hammer of Section 1091G of the 1999 Constitution, which invariably makes them to revert back to their normal status, trying to revert back to their normal status, because they have found out that their seat will be declared vacant even at the Supreme Court. Now they want to claim that they did not defect. And who is helping them to do that? Who is helping these PDP lawmakers that defected to APC? Who is helping them to be able to survive Section 1091G? Before we get into that, if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, it is the PDP that is helping APC in this matter. It is PDP that is throwing their own governor under the bus, their own sitting governor under the bus, to save Wike and his lawmakers and his allies in the River State House of Assembly from disgrace. Because when their seats are declared vacant, that will be the highest disgrace any political godfather could get in Nigerian politics, because they stretch their hands too far, thinking that Nigeria is a banana republic where they can do and undo. Of course, from what the role PDP is playing in this matter, if PDP had been a reasonable party, this is enough to teach APC, to teach Wike and APC a lesson in River State. But PDP, we know PDP. PDP has always, that's why people don't want PDP in Nigeria again, if they have the opportunity. PDP is not a party that deserves existence in Nigeria anymore, because it messed up this country for 16 years even as an opposition party, it has shown incapacity to be able to play the role of an opposition. Now, APC, or rather PDP, showed its hand that it is involved in reinstating the PDP lawmakers that defected to APC. In May, when the bubble busted, only that people were not paying attention. And that bubble that busted has now been confirmed by recent happening. Now, in May, last month, many has forgotten that in May, opposition lawmakers in the House of Representatives, known as the G60, said that they have uncovered a plot by the People's Democratic Party to reinstate sacked lawmakers from the Rivers State House of Assembly. Now, the allegations surfaced during a world press conference held in Abuja, where the lawmakers displayed court documents allegedly filed by the People's Democratic Party. Now, Honorable Ikenga Ugochinya, the spokesperson for the G60 lawmakers, presented evidence of a court affidavit filed by the People's Democratic Party using the legal services of Joshua Musa, a senior advocate of Nigeria and a known associate of the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike. Now, the lawmakers claim that this move is part of a broader plan to destabilize the current administration in Rivers State and potentially remove Fubara as governor of Rivers State. Now, in suit number FHC/PH/CS/90/2024, dated 14th May 2024, between remaining state assembly lawmakers and the sacked lawmakers, the applicants were seeking several reliefs, including an order joining the PDP as the 30th defendant in the suit, an order to amend all processes to reflect the PDP as a defendant, and any other orders deemed fit by the Honorable Court. Now, the affidavit supporting the motion for joinder indicates that PDP has not received any formal notices of resignation from the wards of the sacked lawmakers and therefore cannot confirm their defection to the APC. This contradicts widespread reports about their defection to APC. Now, according to Gochinya, Wike, through Damagun, that Damagun is national chairman of PDP, he said Wike, through Damagun, is set to destroy the party and allow the sacked APC lawmakers to come back. He described the court's documents as a shameful act of betrayal by the PDP leadership and called for the dissolution of the current National Working Committee of the PDP, which he accused of being allegedly compromised. Ugochinyere further detailed the findings. He said the PDP headquarters misled the public by denying the existence of such a legal process. Here today, we have had evidence showing what those at Wadata House are capable of doing to their own party. We can confirm that the PDP has filed a motion for joinder in the suit, seeking to declare the seats of the 27 defected members' seat vacant. Additionally, the PDP had filed a counter affidavit and written address opposing the prayers to declare the seats vacant, insisting that the lawmakers, the sacked lawmakers, are still PDP members. Continuing, Ugochinyere said, this legal process were filed by Joshua Musa, senior advocate of Nigeria, who is a known associate of Nyesom Wike. He went on to say that this deliberate assignment by the PDP chairman with authorization from the legal advisor clearly serves Wike's interests, which are against the PDP's interest. So you can see, these things were filed in Abuja, but while after Ugochinyere and co exposed them, what they did was to now use Port Harcourt courts instead of using Abuja courts. And it was a Port Harcourt court that they used. And if you listen very carefully, you discover that it was PDP that filed as a joinder in Port Harcourt that was able to present register to show that these people are still their members. So you can see that in all this, it is the PDP that is undermining their own governor. It is PDP that have chosen to side with a minister who is a minister who is serving with APC, a minister that worked against their party's interests in the last election, a minister that played anti-party role to ensure that PDP does not win the presidential election. We are in a sense society. If PDP is a party that sanity reigns in terms of due process, they don't need anybody to persuade them to sanction Nyesom Wike. But that is the person they are siding with against their own sitting governor. You can now understand why, despite the fact that these people announced their defection several months ago, I think December 2023, the PDP leadership never thought it wise to begin the process of recalling them, so that there will be fresh election by INEC, so that these lawmakers are defected to APC. If the APC nominate them, they can contest under APC. But that was not done. This is because apparently the PDP leadership is neither here nor there when it comes to opposition party management. PDP had been in power for 16 years, but it didn't learn any lesson. It didn't even know how to be an opposition party. Now it has almost turned itself to APC, especially when you have a minister like Nyesom Wike apparently controlling both PDP and part of APC in Rivers State. What do you expect? What you expect is crisis. But all in all, the onus is now left for the people of Rivers State to ensure that they defend their governor. Because if these people return, you never can tell what they will do. They can, if the court confirms them that they are PDP members, they are going to give hell to Fubara, and impeachment cannot be ruled out. Because in the way these people play their politics, it is a zero-sum game. It is the winner takes all. That's the mentality most Nigerian godfathers operate with. But let it be known that the only reason these lawmakers are surviving is because due process, rule of law is of no relevance in Nigerian politics. Because by now, they ought to have formally lost their seat. INEC ought to have conducted by-election to fill the seats. But everybody was just trying to play politics around it. First of all, it was Bola Ahmed Tinubu who welcomed them as new members of APC and then began to broker peace so that Rivers can be in peace. But at the end of the day, it was the peace of the graveyard that was established in Rivers State. But all in all, let's keep our fingers crossed and see what they are planning to do, because it appears that Wike is not resting in the effort to show that he is a godfather in Rivers State. But it is up to Fubara and the people of Rivers State to show him that his time is over. He has done his 8 years. He should face Abuja, where there is a lot of challenges to be faced. Let Fubara face Rivers' problem. The onus is on Fubara to show that indeed he is the undisputed governor of Rivers State, and nothing can take that away from him. That he can do with the support of Rivers people. If the Rivers people show solidarity to Fubara as they are still showing, I don't see where these lawmakers, even if the Supreme Court reinstate them that they are PDP members, I don't think that they will have the courage to impeach Fubara and expect that peace will reign. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.